All right, here as we get better and better every day with WFF, that's hashtag WFF wealthyfantasyfootball.com. No one can stop us as we can go ahead and roll out here for a short 4 game slate, 4 a.m. So we got a lot of fours, and we can get some pitchers in here and some hitters and show you some guys here for today that I think that'll do really well and be fairly sure of that. And the reason why is all the experience based backed by stats. And various factors of what we can just rely on from a day-to-day basis in daily fantasy sports in general. So we can give you here the best quality of content in the the WFF Discord channel as well. When you visit with the pitching staff, but he may be okay. His bullpen probably won't last, but we're looking at a guy here that does will give you 6 innings pitched per game, and a strikeout prop I gave of about four. 4 strikeouts, not a whole lot, but he can give you solid value based on his stats here. I'll give it to you right here on Fangraphs, as they have KBO stats here updated there in their stats and everything. And every time I put on a camera, here he is. It is coming up. It doesn't like to come up, but here we go. Is we can notice here. Well, let's start with the basic stats before we look at the advanced real quick. With the basic stats, which we want to look for and look at is, of course, K per nines. As we indicated already, though, we're not expecting a lot of strikeouts from him. But over here, the ERA 2.68. So far, so good this year. So this will go up, though, the ERA, because it's based on the last 2 years, a 4.5 some FIP. So it'll probably go back up in this range, about a 4 ERA. So just look out for that. He may give up some runs here versus the who was he playing again? There, even though they don't win as many games as their talent and skill set would say. So back on Juan here for the Lions in this guy's advanced stats, we can also look at, of course, well, his home runs per nine before I leave there. A 0.73, that's okay. Last year was higher, almost 1. So it potentially is a place that you can stack against if you want to go contrarian, would be good. Uh, I want to compare him strikeouts divided by walks. So that means if you let's say a guy has 150 strikeouts and only 50 walks, it's pretty good to give you about in advanced stats here. That would, for example, give you a 3 strikeout to walk rate. So that would be pretty good. As he's not as good here. The guy for SK Wyverns as Juan for the Samsung. So we're not looking at the best pitchers in the KBO right now, anyways. But here you get quite a bit better chance of maybe like a lower owned stack of a pitcher at a good price at 7 Ks per 9, so more Ks there. Innings pitched, though, another important stat, of course, is you get 2.225 for every inning pitch of a pitcher. Here he is, Jean Wook Lee at 6.5K, though. It's price oriented as far as his play, as he's only going to give you maybe 4 innings pitched, maybe 3 strikeouts. So it's just purely a value play. You're trying to get, if you're stacking high-end, high-priced guys in your lineup. So, and then the other guy, Casey Kelly, we're going to look at here as well. As far as his playability, just wait for his stuff to come up here real quick to see and look at his basic and advanced stats. As we can take a look at here now, what we know we're getting here, if you just kind of cheat, look on the Wealthy Fantasy Football blog KBO area, is that I can see right here he's going to give you 6 innings pitched. It's not including the first game as far as the average out of the games he has pitched, the last 6 games. Throwing away that first one because he had to come out of the 14-day quarantine, and they don't do well in that first game. So threw that out, gave him about 4 strikeout prop. Once again, not a whole lot of strikeouts, but he does have potential upside as he has gotten you, I believe, a 7 strikeout game this year. So look out for that if possible. And let's roll over here to Kelly's actual Fangraphs page. So you can look at that. You just copy and paste the name in here up in this player search and blog search. And then you come down, that's self-explanatory. And looking at his, for example, also meaning cash, as far as reliable stacks to go with there. Um, then looking down at the advanced stats for Kelly to round out, we can add another guy in there as well as obviously the second guy, the guy with the Kia Tigers. They're projected for a win, but at 9.9K, it's going to be a little bit difficult to fit into your salaries for today, and not going to give you a whole lot of strikeouts for what you're getting in value. But you can get. Would say though you can get 22 points out of him, as he does give you about 7.5 Ks per nine usually. But I don't expect a whole lot of. He hasn't, just because he has underperformed so far this year. He can get up there though in the strikeout range, and he's a lefty and 32 years old. But back over here once again to Kelly, we want to finish him out before I get off the rails again. Looking at 2.45, so an even better. Nice strikeout to walk ratio, showing good control. Strikeout percentage fine, 19.6. Things like that. The FIP, if we can get that here, that was back up in here in the basic area. It even gives, doesn't give the X, but it gives the regular FIP. ERA, it's coming down to the 3.8, 3.4 range, as we can tell here. So don't worry about him getting up too many runs. He's probably not going to do that. The home runs per 9 are not there for him. We're not going to attack Kelly. We're going to use him probably in hybrids, those type of lineups here for tonight. So that's it here for right now. Make sure to get in there. I'll do the best I can as possible, as I was not there last night for the 1 p.m. slash 4 a.m. Just a little tip: make sure you get in an actual lineup. Don't just do a reserve lineup. Let's say in case you do fall asleep and it's 3:30 a.m. you're not able to get the lineup in, then you get a 0 because it does not let you enter a lineup during the late swap time that's past 1 a.m. in that scenario. But tonight everything's at 4 a.m. so late swap doesn't come in. But however, if you fall asleep and it's coming to 4 a.m., at least you would have a lineup in, a projected lineup. Just look to Wealthy Fantasy Football here, click on it, join, it's free, and get in there and make sure you are along with the best in the industry right now in the KBO baseball. Take care now. Have a great night.